Welcome to our channel, Data is Everything. Today we will discuss about the interesting facts of the solar system. The solar system is an interesting place, with its distant worlds, enigmatic moons and unusual events that are so out of this world they elude explanation. Scientists have found ice-spewing volcanoes on Pluto, while Mars is home to a very massive canyon similar to the size of United States. A giant, undiscovered world might also be lurking somewhere outside Neptune. Watch this video till the end to find out the strangest facts about the solar system, dwarf planets, comets and other fascinating objects. Let's dive in together and know 10 interesting facts of the solar system. 1. Mars has the biggest known volcano. While Mars seems quiet now, we know that in the past something caused gigantic volcanoes to form and erupt. This includes Olympus Mons, the biggest volcano ever discovered in the solar system. At 374 miles across, the volcano is comparable to the size of Arizona. It's 16 miles high, or triple the height of Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth. Volcanoes on Mars can grow to such immense size because gravity is much weaker on the red planet than it is on Earth. But how those volcanoes came to be in the first place is not well known. There is a debate as to whether Mars has a global plate tectonic system and whether it is active. 2. Venus has super powerful winds. Venus is a hellish planet with a high temperature, high pressure environment on its surface. 10 of the Soviet Union's heavily shielded Venera spacecraft lasted only a few minutes on its surface when they landed there in the 1970s. But even above its surface, the planet has a bizarre environment. Scientists have found that its upper winds flow 50 times faster than the planet's rotation. The European Venus Express spacecraft, which orbited the planet between 2006 and 2014, tracked the winds over long periods and detected periodic variations. It also found that the hurricane-force winds appeared to be getting stronger over time. 3. Mercury is shrinking. For many years, scientists believed that Earth was the only tectonically active planet in the solar system. That changed after the Mercury surface, space environment, geochemistry and ranging MESSENGER spacecraft did the first orbital mission at Mercury, mapping the entire planet in high definition and getting a look at the features on its surface. In 2016, data from MESSENGER, which had crashed into Mercury as planned in April 2015, revealed cliff-like landforms known as fault scarps. Because the fault scarps are relatively small, scientists are sure that they weren't created that long ago and that the planet is still contracting 4.5 billion years after the solar system was formed. 4. Rings are everywhere in the solar system. While we've known about Saturn's rings since telescopes were invented in the 1600s, it took spacecraft and more powerful telescopes built in the last 50 years to reveal more. We now know that every planet in the outer solar system, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, each have ring systems. That said, rings are very different from planet to planet. Saturn's spectacular rings, which may have come from a broken-up moon, are not repeated anywhere else. Rings aren't limited to planets, either. In 2014, astronomers discovered rings around the asteroid Chariklo. Why such a small body would have rings is a mystery, but one hypothesis is perhaps a broken-up moonlet created the fragments. 5. Pluto is a dwarf planet. At least 5 dwarf planets belong to our solar system: Ceres, Pluto, Eris, Haumea and Makemake. The International Astronomical Union describes a planet as a celestial body that orbits the Sun, has enough gravity to force itself into a round or nearly round shape, and the neighborhood around its orbit has been clearing up. Pluto, once the 9th planet in the solar system and named after the Roman god of the underworld, was relegated to dwarf planet status in 2006 because it failed on the third point of a planet's definition. It did not clear its space object neighborhood. Pluto resides in the vast Kuiper belt, an area outside Neptune with trillions of objects in it. This reclassification of Pluto as a dwarf planet is considered by some astronomers to be unreasonable and that it should be reinstated as the 9th planet in our solar system. 6. Our solar system is 4.55 billion years old. Meteorites, or pieces of space rock that have fallen to Earth, have helped scientists figure out the age of the solar system. Some of these small pieces of space rock, or meteoroids, have broken off moons or planets, and can yield interesting scientific information about the chemistry and history of their home body. Others have been traveling around our solar system since that primordial dust cloud collapse, before those planets even existed. The Allende meteorite, which fell to Earth in 1969 and scattered over Mexico, is the oldest known meteorite, dated to 4.55 billion years old. 7. The Sun weighs about 330,000 times more than Earth. The Sun's total volume is 1.4 by 1,027 cubic meters. Approximately 1.3 million Earths could fit within the Sun. The Sun's mass is 1,989 by 1,030 kilograms, around 333,000 times the Earth's mass. The Sun comprises 99.8% of the Solar System's mass, prompting astronomers Imke de Pater and Jack J. Lissauer, authors of the Planetary Sciences textbook, to refer to the Solar System as the Sun plus some debris. But the weight of the Sun is not constant. Over time, the solar wind has carried particles, and therefore mass, away from the star. According to Phil Play, bad astronomer, the Sun loses an average of 1.5 million tons of material to the solar wind every second. 8. The footprints on the Moon will be there for 100 million years. The Moon has no atmosphere, which means there is no wind to erode the surface and no water to wash the footprints away. This means the footprints of the Apollo astronauts, along with spacecraft prints, rover prints and discarded material, will be there for millions of years. 9. There are 79 known moons orbiting Jupiter. There are 79 known moons of Jupiter. The most massive of the moons are the 4 Galilean moons, which were independently discovered in 1610 by Galileo Galilei and Simon Marius and were the first objects found to orbit a body that was neither Earth nor the Sun. Much more recently, beginning in 1892, dozens of far smaller Jovian moons have been detected and have received the names of lovers or daughters of the Roman god Jupiter or his Greek equivalent Zeus. The Galilean moons are by far the largest and most massive objects to orbit Jupiter, with the remaining 75 known moons and the rings together composing just 0.003% of the total orbiting mass. 10. Mercury and Venus are the only 2 planets in our solar system that have no moons. Mercury and Venus, neither of them has a moon. Because Mercury is so close to the Sun and its gravity, it wouldn't be able to hold on to its own moon. Any moon would most likely crash into Mercury or maybe go into orbit around the Sun and eventually get pulled into it. Why Venus doesn't have a moon is a mystery for scientists to solve. These were the interesting facts about the solar system. Since you continued with us till the end, we have a bonus fact for you. Nobody knows how many stars are in space. The sheer size of space makes it impossible to accurately predict just how many stars we have. Right now, scientists and astronomers use the number of stars only within our galaxy, the Milky Way, to estimate. That number is between 200 to 400 billion stars, and there are estimated to be billions of galaxies, so the stars in space really are completely uncountable. Let us know in the comments how many of these facts were known to you. To watch more amazing videos, like, share and subscribe to Data is Everything.